Welcome to Day 3 of the Natsu Basho 2025. This day brought many surprises, and many are in the end with the bout Hoshoryu versus Oho. Let's dive into today's highlights and standout performances. Day 3 of the Natsu Basho 2025 kicked off with the majestic Dohyo Iri of Yokozuna Hoshoryu, once again leading the ceremony with strength and poise. The first major bout of Day 3 featured Endo versus Atami Fuji, not necessarily a headline matchup due to star power, but because both rikishi entered with perfect 2-0 records. It was a classic showdown of youth versus experience. The 22-year-old Atami Fuji charged in aggressively, hoping to overwhelm the seasoned Endo. But Endo had other plans. In a split-second counter for Atami Fuji attack, Endo executed a brilliant katasukashi, an under-shoulder swing down, that sent his opponent tumbling. For a moment, it was unclear who had touched down or stepped out first. After a close review, the judges ruled in Endo's favor, giving him a perfect 3-0 start in this Natsu Basho. Next up was Ukrainian powerhouse Shushi, desperate to recover from a rough 0-2 start, facing the always formidable Shodai. The 6.33 feet Titan tried to shake things up with an aggressive approach, hoping to catch Shodai off guard, but his gamble backfired. Overcommitted and off balance, Shushi left himself wide open. With expert timing, Shodai used a simple yet effective Tsukio Tashi, a thrust down, to send the giant crashing to the clay. That sealed Shushi's fate with a crushing 0-3 start to his Natsu Basho campaign. One of the most evenly matched bouts of Day 3 featured Meashira number 10, taking on Kimbzan, Meashira number 8, both entering with 1-1 records. Early on, Meisei found himself in trouble, backed to the edge of the dohyo by the powerful thrusts of the towering Kimbzan. But just when it looked like he was finished, Meisei dug in and turned the tide. He nearly secured victory with a yorikiri on his first try, but Kimbzan held firm. On the second attempt, Meisei locked in a solid mawashi grip and executed a textbook yorikiri to claim the win. A gritty comeback and a highlight bout of the day. Next up was the other Ukrainian in the Natsu Basho spotlight, Ioni Shiki, taking on the rock-solid Onatsu, one of the early surprises of the tournament with a strong 2-0 start. With no prior bouts between them, this matchup was filled with uncertainty and anticipation. From the first clash, it was a high-octane exchange of thrusts and shoves, with momentum swinging back and forth. Both rikishi pushed to their limits in a tightly contested battle, but it was Ioni Shiki who found the edge, securing a powerful yorikiri to hand Onatsu his first loss, a huge win for the Ukrainian and a shakeup in the standings. If we're talking about the best bout of Day 3, Tobi Zaru versus Oshima is a top contender. The match was a whirlwind of slaps, speed, and pure intensity. Things took a wild turn when Tobi Zaru landed a surprising kick to Oshima's right leg, clearly throwing him off balance. Seizing the moment, Tobi Zaru grabbed the mawashi and drove Oshima toward the edge, but Oshima wasn't done. He held on tight, and both rikishi crashed out of the dohyo at the exact same time. With no clear winner, the judges called for a rematch. In round 2, Tobi Zaru proved his dominance, overpowering Oshima with a clean oshidashi, a frontal push-out, and sealing one of the most thrilling sequences of the day. The action continued with rising star Hakuho, facing off against the tricky and experienced Chio. But this bout was Hakuho's statement to the sumo world. With excellent footwork and timing, he secured a strong mawashi grip on Chio and began driving forward. There was no hesitation, just raw power and precision. Hakuho sealed the win with a textbook yorikiri, the classic frontal force out. This performance reminded everyone why he's considered one of the most exciting prospects in this tournament. When it comes to consistency and power, Takeru Fuji is setting the standard. On Day 3, he stepped into the ring against Ichi Yamamoto, looking to extend his flawless 2-0 start. With confidence and poise, Takeru Fuji wasted no time imposing his will. Just like in his bout against Ura the day before, he relied on his signature strength and control. Once again, he executed a textbook oshidashi, a frontal push-out, a kimurite he's mastered, and one that continues to frustrate his opponents. With this victory, Takeru Fuji moves to a perfect 3-0, solidifying his status as a serious contender in the Natsu Basho. Next up was the always lovable Ura, known for his flashy moves and pink mawashi, but coming in with a rough 0-2 start. This time, he faced a fired-up Hirodumi, who looked sharper than ever. From the opening charge, Hirodumi came in aggressively, landing strong thrusts that kept Ura on the defensive. Despite Ura's usual unpredictability, there was no room for magic this time. With relentless pressure, Hirodumi sealed the bout with a powerful Yori Taoshi, a frontal crush-out, driving Ura to the ground and tumbling out himself. A huge win for Hirodumi, and more frustration for Ura, still searching for his first victory. Next up was fan favorite Takayasu, the 35-year-old legend, stepping in to face Gono-yama in a crucial bout, both rikishi entering with disappointing 0-2 records. A win here would be vital to stay in the hunt at the Natsu Basho. Gono-yama came out swinging with strong initial attacks, trying to overwhelm his opponent early, but Takayasu stayed composed, showcasing his trademark defensive skill. In a flash, Gono-yama overcommitted and ended up awkwardly turned, exposing his back. Takayasu didn't miss the opportunity, using a clean oku ridashi, a rear push-out, to claim his first win of the tournament and the joy of many. A much-needed victory and a boost of momentum for the veteran. Next, we had a high-caliber clash between Daieisho and Wakamoto Hararu. If you ever needed a textbook example of how to fight smart in sumo, Daieisho delivered it in this bout. Wakamoto Hararu came in aggressively, charging forward with power and intent. But Daieisho stayed calm under pressure, reading his opponent's momentum perfectly. With a brilliant move, he sidestepped and executed a flawless Tsukyo Toshai, a thrust down that sent Wakamoto Hararu flying out of the dohyo. That marked Daieisho's third straight win, cementing his place as a serious contender for the Emperor's Cup. A masterclass in timing, technique, and cool-headedness. The clash between Kotozakura and Wakatakakage was one of the most hard-fought bouts of Day 3, with both rikishi giving it their all. Entering the match with identical 1-1 records, expectations were high, and the action didn't disappoint. Before start, both wrestlers throw salt into the sand as part of a purification ritual called Tsukai Tsui. Kotozakura secured an early mawashi grip, trying to take control through technique and leverage. But Wakatakakage responded with raw power, launching a series of strong thrusts to force his opponent back. After several intense exchanges, Wakatakakage finally broke through, sealing the win with a determined Yorikiri. It was a huge statement win, while Kotozakura dropped to a disappointing 1-2 start in the Natsu Basho. The penultimate bout of Day 3 featured two sumo powerhouses. The dominant Ozeki Onosato, riding high with a 2-0 start, and the always dangerous Abi, looking to bounce back from a rough beginning. Abi came out firing with intense aggression, landing a fierce Nodowa, a throat thrust designed to unbalance his opponent. But Onosato stood his ground with remarkable composure and strength. Reading the attack perfectly, he countered with a smooth oku ri-dashi, a rear push-out, that sent Abi out of the dohyo. It was a flawless display of calm under pressure. With this win, Onosato remains undefeated and continues to show he has the makings of a future Yokozuna. And to close out Day 3, what a finale! Oho versus Hoshoryu. On one side, the reigning Yokozuna and symbol of modern sumo, Hoshoryu. On the other hand, the surging Oho, looking sharper than ever and quickly becoming the man to beat in this Natsu Basho. Both came in undefeated at 2-0, same age, equal hunger, setting the stage for a true showdown. After the traditional and electrifying pre-bout rituals, the match began with a fierce tachi-ai, a thunderous clash at the start. Hoshoryu tried to grab Oho's mawashi, but in doing so, left himself open. Seizing the moment, Oho struck with a brilliant hatakiko mi, a slap down, toppling the seemingly unbeatable Yokozuna. This is why we said Oho is better than ever.
Set it up as the Yokozuna lunges forward, he slaps him on the back.
These are the three fighters of the day for us. Top 3, Onosato, for his amazing victory against Abi. Top 2, Daei Sho, for his solid victory. Top 1, Oho, for his victory against the Yokozuna. Which fighter did you like the most on day 3? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Natsu Basho 2025 recaps.